All right. Hi guys. How you doing today? It's another live Facebook streaming video here with Church of the Undead. This is our Get in Gear series, and I want to encourage you all to learn to drive. And that's what we're going to continue talking about today. My name is Steve, and we are here every week, usually Mondays. We do a live video, but if you're not here live, you can always check out our videos, the recordings, and you can drop me a message, ask me a question, and we can have a little discussion back and forth that way if you'd like. But let me know what you think of my video series here, Get in Gear, and we're going to talk about D.R.I.V.E. D.R.I.V.E. If you watched our video last week, our last episode was actually our very first episode in this series with Church of the Undead. And we're going through this little acronym here, D.R.I.V.E. Drive. And we're going to talk about each one of those things and how that applies to you as an individual, as a small business owner, as a Christian, even as a non-Christian. But I'm here to try to help encourage you and to help move you along and help get you in gear. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to move on to the next word in our series, in our Drive series here. Starts with the letter R. Let me go ahead and write this on the board. Revelation. Now, when you first hear the word revelation, you're probably thinking of the last book of the Bible, right? But that's just one interpretation of that word. But that word, we typically don't use it outside of referencing the Bible, but it's a really good word, actually. And I'm going to read to you the definition of revelation. And it's a surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that is made known in a dramatic way. That's a revelation. Also, it's the divine or supernatural disclosure to humans of something related to human existence or the world. So basically, and that's the way we normally think of revelation, when it's dealing with spiritual things and God giving revelation to mankind about specific things. But the first definition I gave you, a surprising and previously unknown fact, that's a revelation, especially one that's made known in a dramatic way. And that's kind of what we try to do here at Church of the Undead. We use some dramatic means to try to encourage you to draw closer to God, maybe to learn a little more about Jesus. And I use comedy videos and inspirational videos and funny little things, and also read the Bible with you, and I do different things like that in a dramatic way using video to help impart some knowledge to you. And that's kind of what revelation is. Now, revelation in day-to-day basis, especially when we're talking about getting ourselves in gear and moving forward into the future and learning to drive, after we have our destination set of where we want to go, then we need to start looking for revelation. We need to start looking for the information that we need that is going to give us that direction that God wants us to go in. And sometimes that comes in a dramatic way, or sometimes it comes in a way that we're not expecting when we get that special revelation from God. Maybe it's a video that you might be watching on Facebook Live, or maybe it's a friend speaks a revelatory word to you. Is that a thing? Maybe a friend of yours or family member might say something that just turns the light on for you. And if you apply that to the situation that you're in, it helps you make the decision to move on to the next step in your journey. So there's lots of different ways that revelation can come into our lives. Again, revelation is a surprising and previously unknown fact, especially one that's made known in a dramatic way. So when we get revelation on a particular subject or particular topic or a particular issue that we're having in our life, sometimes we need to have revelation. We need to have answers given to us in a dramatic way. And God does that. And no matter what you think of God, whether you think God exists or not, or whether it's some universal cosmic force that puts things in place, no matter how you view God, God is God. And God wants to speak to you. And God wants to lead you and direct you. And God wants you to be obedient to what He has for you in your life. Each one of us has a special, unique talent and gift, and God wants to use those talents and gifts to help others and to be a blessing to others and to do good in the world. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do. So set your destination, set your goal, whatever it is you feel that you are put on this planet to do. Find out what your destination is. And then look for that revelation that God will give you, that special bit of information that you need to help you make that decision, to take that maybe first step. But my prayer for you today is that you'll get yourself in gear, that you'll get in gear. God isn't going to put you in gear. Your friends, your family, no one else is going to put you in gear. No one else can get you in gear. Only you can do that. And so you need to set yourself a destination, where you want to go. And part of that, if you watch our video from the first episode, part of that destination process is knowing where you are right now so that you know what direction to take off in, right? To get to the destination that you need to be. So you need to set that destination, set that course, and then pray for revelation. Pray for a specific answer, for guidance and direction from God. And God will give it to you. God will make it very obvious to you. He says if you ask, it will be answered to you. If you knock, the door will be open to you. If you seek, you will find. And that's a promise that He gives. So to each and every one of us, I want to say, look for and listen for revelation from God. Let me read it again. A surprising and previously unknown fact. A surprising and previously unknown fact. See, we get stuck in this idea that things are always going to be the way they are and things aren't going to change. But there's always new and exciting facts that come our way that open up new doors of opportunity. And so we need to be looking for those. That's called revelation. And when those things are in our face and that revelation is opened up to us, then we need to do something with it. We need to do something about it. So I want to encourage you to set a destination, look for revelation, and continue to learn to drive here at Get in Gear at Church of the Undead. So we're going to be here every week. We're going to do one episode a week. It'll be Monday afternoons. We'll go live, but this video will be recorded, and you can come back and watch them anytime that you have time to do so. I want to encourage you to share these videos with your friends on your social media, whether it's Facebook or whatever it might be. And I want to encourage you to hit that follow button so that whenever we do go live here at Church of the Undead, you'll get a notification when new and exciting revelations are coming your way.